All right, guys, you're gonna have to let me know if my mic is working
All
because
right, go ahead, mate.
I have not used the wireless
Long
mic
as you don't get down to
with
57
this
Austin Road,
live. So let me know, please,
Austin, like on
if
the
it's
store,
working.
Savannah, Georgia, somewhere downtown, I'm assuming.
Hey, let me know if the mic is working, please.
24 on the pressure run.
I got the
You sent me the
wireless.
name of that street.
So what do I get in the box? Do I get everything that comes out?
Yeah.
I got the wireless mic hooked up.
Good 10, huh?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you get everything that's in the box.
Somebody. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Oh, Scott can hear me. Okay, because I got the wireless mic in, and I never gone live with the wireless mic. Thanks, Gary. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. How you guys doing today? We're just gonna hang out and go for a nice little ride. Going up to South Carolina, so I'll let you guys go live with me. Do a little bit of Savannah. Up over to Talmadge. I put a video up yesterday. But yeah, we're just running some crush and run today. Up to South Carolina, kind of like we did yesterday, but then my dispatch is going crazy with rerouting trucks to a concrete job way down in Midway. So apparently they worked their butts off last night making concrete, and they need material like real bad. So I might end up getting yanked off of this job and put onto a different job to run material to the concrete plant. I don't know. We'll have to see. But anyways, how's everybody doing? Doing good? I hope. I hope everybody's doing good. I don't know why we got such a long delay on the scale. It's been slow all morning. There you go. How's that? Oh, I got to put my towel underneath you guys. That's right. See, if I put my little towel here, it helps. Oh, he was light. That's why. He's light, so thanks, Scott. So they're putting some more material in him.
You ready there, Mr. Asa?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
How you doing this morning?
Already tired, and it ain't even lunchtime.
That's right. I got to find your wash man. My wash man cut out on me. He ain't washed my truck in 3 weeks.
I don't know, when I left last week, what was it, Thursday?
They talk about
I
fleet
left
wash.
down here, and me and my buddy there, and he was pulling one of my trailers, and we stopped right there at the 201 exit there on 75 at the Streak and Beacon. I said, well, we can sit here
Streak
and
and
wait and get our
Beacon?
trucks washed, or we can sit in traffic.
What the hell's a streak and beacon?
The truck was. Yeah, he's supposed to be getting it this weekend. I'm hoping so.
I wash trucks every weekend. Come to me. I'm just kidding. I got my hands full. I got 16 trucks I got to wash this week. 16. Hey, 3 thumbs up. Thank you. I got to wait for this 18-wheeler to get off the scale. He's still on the scale.
Yours, man.
There we go. Blue 52 coming on the scale with crush and run going $1. This is a grumpy guy sometimes, man. Grumpy guy. Earlier today, a woman in another company was telling him, asked him, hey, do you want me to go across and get an empty weight? He said, no, you did it yesterday. She said, okay, I'm just asking because I know how you can be. And he says, you know how I can be. I said, oh, Lord, here we go. I thought for sure he was going to tell her to get the hell off the property. Oh, wow, he's got me a little light right here. 61,000. That's all right. That's all right, man. We'll take it. So this is load number 3 for me. Load number 8 for the day. And load number 9 is in there right now getting loaded. And we got 5 thumbs up. Thank you. We got 15 loads we're supposed to bring. So this is load number 3 of 5. We should be done with this close to around 12. Hey Jesse, how are you, girl? Oh, excuse me 1 second. There we go. And then this guy, there we go. Let's roll. 8 thumbs up with 8 viewers. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate that. Let's head on. So wow, let me try that again. Let's head on out of here. And pardon the shakiness. We're on some pretty rough road right here, so do what we can. We got the mic, got the wireless mic working. So hopefully that sounds better than the last time we were live. I don't know. I'll have to go back and play this later. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys do a trip with me. We'll go up, we'll come down. We'll do it all live, hopefully. I don't want to put too much mud on my truck. I kind of rinsed my truck off this morning a little bit. Went to work a little early. Got to rinse my truck off. Pretty nice. Switch back up to 22 up here. There we go. Should be nice and quiet now. So if you did not get to watch yesterday's video, we are doing today what we did yesterday. So we're gonna go here from Garden City area with some what's called crush and run, and we're gonna take it up and over the Talmadge Bridge, and so that's a nice ride for you guys, and up into Hardyville, South Carolina, which is up there at I-95 and exit 5. And then we will come on back down, and then we're going to peel off and go through what's called Alligator Alley and go over the Houlihan Bridge. And then come back down through the port. So it's a nice little ride. Sorry it's so bumpy. I know it's rough, very rough road. Sorry. It'll get better here. This road goes through hell and back. Every day, lots of trucks on this road. I wish I could play some music, but then I would get copyright strike. So I really can't. So the music is just gonna have to be the shaking and rattling and rolling of the truck. And the snare drum will be the turn signal. That's not a bad snare drum. The sound of a paycheck. Don't you think? Ooh, that was a pretty truck. Sorry you guys missed that one. That was a pretty truck. Is there smudges or something somewhere? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Hold on 1 second. Kind of looks like there's smudges or something. Sorry about the focus, in and out. I don't know if that's better or not. I don't know, we'll see. Good, I'm glad we didn't make it. All right, hold on 1 second. I am gonna put you guys back on my pretty face, and I'm gonna make sure I don't have smudges. Sorry, excuse me. I know, kind of up close and personal here. We're getting a little intimate. Sorry about that. Hope my breath don't stink. I just want to make sure the cameras are clean. I'm reaching back here. Oh, we just lost somebody. They just said, that's enough. That's close enough. Oh, Jesse, stop. There you go. Glad I trimmed my nose hairs this morning. Or did I? Maybe I trimmed them yesterday. I don't know. All right, MMA fanatic, have a good day. Be safe out there. Thanks, sir. Or ma'am. I'm not really sure. So this lane is really rough because there's the drains on the right here by the white line by the curb, and they are huge holes, and they're coming up. And so we really kind of lean over onto the dotted line here, like this one right here, right there. Boy, I tell you what, you hit those things and you're going to take chunks out of the sidewall of your tire. They're terrible. So sometimes we ride in the left lane. That one right there. And this one right here. And then there's one more right here. And then that's pretty much it. So now I can get back in the right lane. Okay, big bump, sorry. Oh. Whew. Bad day to not wear a bra. I think I missed it. How long have you been working what? Working today or working there or working what? If you said working today, clocked in at 6:15. If you said working here, March would be 1 year. But I wasn't able to see what you wrote. I'm sorry, Jesse. Today. Yep, clocked in at 6:15. Because this place is really close to our yard where we get the material from to haul to South Carolina, and they don't want you there until 5 minutes to 7. So my boss can't justify us coming in for 6 o'clock and then sitting around. So our show time's 6:30, which means our clock time starts at 6:15 to pay us for pre-trip. Gives us 15 minutes, you know, to look the truck over and make sure everything is copacetic. Go gadget wambulance. Here comes a blue Max Mack. They're doing a different job. He's not running with me, but he's running me down. Good morning, Michael Skidmore. How you doing, sir? Truck number 89 coming on strong in the fast lane. There you are. Oh, man. Oh, man. That truck is dirty. I just washed it, too, this weekend. But even dirty, they're still purty. All right, so right in front of us, thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Michael. Right in front of us is the Talmadge Bridge. So that's what we're going to be going over in about 5 minutes. So we're going to go over this this little viaduct here. And I know you're not going to be able to see it, but we actually paved, and the title of the video is 950 tons, and it's got my friend's truck with the yellow Mack as the thumbnail. And that was just down below. Oh, there's Tasha in Evans Concrete. She used to work here. She used to drive 275. She's one of the baddest drivers, man. But anyways, to the right underneath that little overpass is where we put 950 tons of asphalt down on the ground there, just after all those new cars. And it's almost out of view. But yeah, I sat there in my truck and we did that video. 950 tons is the title. And I showed you guys the on-ramp to the Talmadge Bridge. And so that's what we're going to be going over right now. But yeah, that was Tasha right there. And I just freaking love her. She's the baddest. Hold on one second. I'm going to break all types of rules. Hang on. Hold on. Say hi! You're on YouTube live! Anyways. Say bye! Yeah, so now she just got live, she just got put on blast. Her husband works at that company and she worked there, and then she decided to come to us, but we're like almost an hour away, and it was while we were still like really new. And so it was hard for her to drive and then only work 2 or 3 hours and then go back an hour home, and you know, wasn't very feasible, so she went back to work with the company where her husband was. But she was a badass driver here, man. I tell you what. Cool, Tim, or Michael, freaking cool. Glad you saw that. Hold on one second here. But like, you know, there's drivers that drive hard, and there's drivers that you know are pretty chill. And I didn't really know her too well. You know, I know she's cool. I know if you give her sass on the radio, she can give it back, you know, in a funny way. And one day I'm driving and I was moving out. I was on a mission to get loads, and this damn truck just stayed on my ass, and I was getting so frustrated because I'm like, why is this guy bird dogging me? And it was pissing me off going over to Talmadge. And turned out it was her. And I wasn't mad anymore. I was so impressed that she was keeping pace and like just running me down. I was like, dang, man, she's badass. So I don't know, just ever since then. But here we go up to Talmadge. Right below us to the right, completely below us. Like if I jumped off the bridge right now off the right, I would land on that 950 tons of asphalt. That video. But yeah, here we go. We are climbing. I think we're 181 feet in the air when we get to the top here. I think that's what it is. And you see this guy jogging. They used to not allow us to jog on this bridge, but now we can. And in fact, we actually do runs over the bridge called the Savannah Bridge Run. We're almost at the summit. And then there's a plaque right here because people like to jump off the bridge to die. So there's actually a sign right there that talks about how you have other options, and if you're feeling some kind of way, you can give them a call. All right, I'm putting my third axle down now before we get going too fast down this hill. And that's South Carolina on the other side of that river. This side, we're still in Savannah, and South Carolina's on the other side. Now, somebody asked me in yesterday's video why, when we were climbing the hill, did two of our Blue Max trucks get into the fast lane and hold up traffic at a slow speed. And I explained in the comment back that this lane ends fast, and when you're coming down this hill, you know, you're in a big truck with 64,000 pounds. You don't want to be having to ride your brake down and you know, risk an idiot driver or people trying to squeeze by you at the last minute, and you got to do something evasive, and then you got this one lane road. So most truckers are sick of cars bullshit and not letting us over. So pretty much when we know we're gonna go to a choke point, we secure our lane. And if you're in a rush and you want to go around us, feel free to go around us. Sorry if we pissed you off, but you'll forget about us as soon as you catch up to the next guy that pisses you off. But you won't forget about us if we kill you, or if we kill your family member because of some dumb shit on the road. So it's easier and safer for us to just go ahead and protect the lane now, rather than going down the hill, riding the brake, and trying to merge then with a bunch of cars that aren't going to let us in because they don't want to be behind the big truck. So, is it an asshole thing to do? It might be, but everybody goes home. You might go home with your feelings hurt, but everybody goes home. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And then I said, if cars treated us today like cars used to treat trucks, and you know, when you saw a truck doing something, you used to be proud to say, you know, hey, go ahead, and you'd stop traffic and let that truck do its thing, and you know, doing alley docks and stuff, and you'd sit there and you would wait. Nowadays, you get shot to be a truck driver. You get shot in the face because you're holding up traffic and they need to get home. They need to go tell Alexa to turn their lights on or something. I don't know. But it's a different day and a different age, so we kind of have to drive a little bit more defensively. Yeah, no, we're not supposed to be in the left lane. You know, you can get a ticket for impeding traffic, but at the same time, sometimes we have to look ahead, and if we know that the route is going to be a choke point, then we secure our lane. And that to me is, that's the difference between a good driver and just a driver. A good driver is going to do the right thing. But here we are going through the marsh of South Carolina. And pretty soon, you might see on the right, we're passing wood stakes with fluorescent pink tape on them. Or maybe that's orange, fluorescent orange. Those are survey marks for this road being widened. And this is going to be like a 5-year job of bringing in dirt and stuff to widen this road. So, of course, you know this company is in the hunt to have that contract. You know we are. We got enough trucks to handle it. We got over 300 trucks in the company between Charlotte, Charleston, and Savannah. We could definitely handle it. And then right here to the left, where it says Lux, right by this red Tanger outlet sign, is a strip club. It's in Georgia, they're not allowed, but in South Carolina, they are. So as soon as you go over that bridge and you're in South Carolina, there you go. There's the first of 2 strip clubs. I've never been to either one ever since I've been here in the Savannah area in 2004, and I have no intentions of it, ever. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. Not at all interested in strip clubs. And there used to be a fireworks, fireworks stand, and you could sell, you could come over into South Carolina and buy fireworks that were deemed illegal in Georgia. You used to be able to come here. But no, when I served in the military, I would just see so many soldiers do stupid things, getting in trouble, drinking and driving, leaving these strip clubs, spending their whole damn paycheck, thinking that the woman is gonna, yeah, right, Jesse. Thinking, when you show up on my door with pasties, I'll put $1 in your G-string. Yeah, they'd spend their whole damn paycheck thinking that, these girls were gonna hook up with them afterwards and stuff like that. It was ridiculous. Invite you over. Hey, does my mic sound better today live than it did on the last time live? All right, cool. Because when I went back and played back the live video, I was not at all impressed with the audio. It was like real choppy and stuff. Oh, one thing. I might lose you up here in South Carolina. It should reconnect. So be aware of that because my phone is 5G. But if you don't have 5G, you don't have 5G. And I know up here close to the drop site, I was getting LTE. It wasn't saying 5G. So, hello. So I don't know if we're gonna actually have connection or not. Look at this logging truck. Well, I tell you what, man, it's just certain death on this road, these one-lane roads. It's so dangerous. But this whole area is gonna be widened. All of this is gonna be widened. You still see the survey marks coming up. There's one right here before this driveway on the lower right. 3, 2, 1, boom. Yeah, they scare me too, Jesse. I don't like them. But yeah, and then this road opens up to a 2-lane road. And then you can take this all the way up into Hardyville, and it goes up quite a bit, quite a ways. The most I ever go is up to exit 8. 278 is the road in South Carolina, and then you can take the island and all that. At the APAC plant here in Hardyville, and then we drop our third axle, and that's why I like having this third axle truck, is because right. All right, so it does look like we're having internet problems right now, so bear with me. When I get the little reconnecting, I'll try to reconnect, and hopefully it should just come back to you guys. Hey, this is all a learning curve for me. If it gets to be really bad, then I'll let you guys know that we'll just do something else a little bit later. I have a feeling after I do these next 2 runs, it'll be about 12:30, 1 o'clock. I have a feeling my boss is going to put me on another job that's going to have better signal. So we'll just have to see. Are there any truck drivers watching my channel right now? Because I don't know. I think most of you guys have come over from my lawn channel. The white Peterbilt at Vulcan, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I got to go back and watch that video. I'm not sure who the white video was. Or who the white Peterbilt was. I gotta go back and look because I don't even remember a white Peterbilt being there. I would have liked to have gotten over for that trailer being there, but there's a car right here pacing me, going by me now. I gotta look to see. I'm not sure. Did I point it out? Did I mention it? Did I say something? I don't remember, honestly. I'm gonna have to go back and look. I saw that comment in last night's video. I saw you ask that question, and I just don't know off the top of my head. What the hell is vibrating? Hello, Mr. Freeman. How are you? Oh, I hate when crap vibrates. I think it's inside my passenger seat. I think it might be the mud locks that go on the back of your tailgate there, that you can cinch down on the tailgate for when you're carrying something that might be wet and it could drip out. We have storage underneath the passenger seat, and it might be those two metal mud locks going like this in there. It's driving me freaking batshit crazy. I cannot stand noises in my truck. I hate it. That's why I muzzle all my passengers. I mean, yeah, Jesse, your seat might vibrate a little bit. It could be a little something going on there. That's funny you asked that question, though, because when I pulled into the yard yesterday, at the end of the day, our mechanic was there, Josh, who's a good guy, and I yelled over, I'm like, yo! And he's like, what now, Dan? And I said, hey, my seat warmer and portable ball massager is not working. And he's like, oh, go ahead and ride it up. And I said, no, I have a better idea. Why don't you just ride with me tomorrow? Oh, man. He said he was going to go talk to HR about me. I said, yeah, you go ahead and do that. Go let HR know. We don't have HR. Well, at least not in Savannah. All we have is Roger. And Roger would be the first one to tell Josh, well, you better get in there and keep that driver happy. Oh, man. You ever hear the expression RHIP? RHIP. Rank has its privileges. So I got the most seniority here besides the one guy that came down from North Carolina when the company opened up the shop here. So, by golly, if I need a seat warmer and a ball massager, you better damn well provide me one. Charlotte, North Carolina, are you listening? Oh yeah, Michael, we see that all the time. There's all types of container ships in and out of there. We see it all day long when we're working at the port or anywhere near the port because they're so darn big. Okay, is that Mr. DOT right there? No. Okay, that's just a Suburban. So right up ahead of us, where you start seeing some of this congestion, the speeds drop down to 40. And thank you, 16 thumbs up. Thank you very much. The speeds will drop down to 40, and those green signs, gosh, I hope this isn't vibrating too much for you guys. I'm trying to kind of keep that a little. So there's my other Mack right there. There's three of us. And there's one behind me, one in front of me, and then me. So we're spaced out nicely. That's the Hardyville exit. That's exit 5 off of I-95. So if you're coming down toward the Savannah area, you can get off there at exit 5 and then head down this road and come into downtown Savannah without having to go to I-95. Okay, sorry, Jesse, I won't point it out anymore. Bad host. Bad host. There, I'm smacking me. All right, so I got to slow down to 40. And right where that 18-wheeler's coming out is where, that's pretty much where we're turning in. Put my little blinky blinks on so traffic knows I'm doing something stupid. Try to get out of the way. Bring my third wheel up before I make any sharp turns. Get on the dirt and back up and then roll in my tarp. And this here's the job site. So they're building a gas station here, a big gas station here. And so if you guys have never seen the building of a big gas station, well, this is what it looks like. And all that dirt right there to the left came out of the ground behind here to our left, where they're going to be putting the great big giant tanks that holds the fuel. So you'll see that coming into view here to the bottom left. We're gonna have white rock to the left here, and then that black liner, and inside that black liner, that's where the fuel tanks are gonna be going. So they're putting them there. grab a lower gear because I'm in soft sand. And what we're doing is we're bringing in crush and run, not this stuff right here. That stuff right there is 89 rock. We're bringing in crush and run to right in front of us, right there. And those guys need to tell me where they want me. Until then, I gotta come up here and I gotta get fancy. But this would be a good opportunity for you guys to see right out front that black liner. Jesse, stop. Alrighty. There's that black liner there, and that's where they're putting the tanks. So all the fuel tanks are underground. Alrighty. Well, you don't have to completely stop. Yeah, I mean, all right, let me see if I can catch this guy's attention. There we go, and he's telling me right there. All right, I see you, buddy. When I get to the job sites like this, I like to roll my windows down so I can hear anybody yelling, screaming, kicking, and crying, in case I'm screwing something up. Oh, he wants me on the crush and run. Okay. Oh, no, he doesn't. He wants me to curl around the crush and run. Okay. I wish people would just point, like just point. Hold on.
Over here on this gravel, and back to where the bobcats are over there in that corner.
Do you want me on the gravel or on the sand?
Much on the gravel. You okay like you are, just arc around?
Yeah.
Where them bobcats are.
Okay, because I didn't want to ride on the pad. If you didn't tell, I didn't want to ride on the pad unless you tell me to.
You ain't gonna hurt you.
Right. All right. I know, but you never know what people are gonna say. I know I'm not gonna hurt it. But man, people get ass hurt, man. He wants me to go all the way around back to where these bobcats. Oh, I see them. I see the little bobcats. What's he doing? What, he's got a little metal detector out now? What? He falling, dude. I got you, silly rabbit. Here's your ticket. Further back, yeah?
I'll get it.
Sorry. I hope my mic's not screwing things up on you guys. There you go. You can look at our fuzzy foreigner. Oh, he says I went too far. 3 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, 9 inches, 10, a foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 8 foot, 12 foot. What you want? Right there. He says, that's good, brother man. That's good. Lock, PTO, neutral.
All right, we'll finally get it figured out.
Hey, whatever you want, man. We're here for you.
Well, we're going to rock all this,
Mm-hmm.
but trying to stay off of it as much as we can.
Yeah, because we're...
We'll come around, tight as we can.
Yeah, this is still kind of soft, right?
I got a guy calling. If y'all give me more than 15 loads today, we'll take it.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
we can.
well, what do you want? Because I can tell my boss.
If you bring 10 more, it'd be good.
25?
Just make it.
What's your name?
My name's Vince.
Vince?
Vince.
All right, I'll let my boss know. I'll let you know when I come back.
Thank you.
All right. Sounds good to me. Sorry, guys. But I might have just got us some more work. Because earlier he wanted 10 loads. I told him we can bring 15, and now he's saying he wants 25. See, I'm not just a driver. I'm a salesman, baby. Look at this. I'm going over their pink line. Oh, God, I hate this. I don't want to screw up their job site. Lock, PTO off. $52 to base.
Go ahead.
Vince on the ground is requesting a total of 25 loads today. The job just got bigger.
Yeah, more fix him up.
So that's a go, yeah?
Know what he needs. He wants 25. Give him 25, please.
Roger that. His name is Vince, if there's any issues with billing. Alrighty. See, I'm not just going to tell my boss that somebody wants 25 loads and then we show up with 25 loads and the order was for only 15 and then the company's like, we're not paying you for those 10 extra loads. So my boss now has an opportunity to call and get everything all figured out. If you know it. Man, I thought that was a swastika. Look at that emblem on that damn truck. Just look quick and then look away. Holy shit. I thought that was a swastika. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I know we're in the South, but come on. Oi. All right, tight space, tight space. You got it. Now these guys here, Clifton, they do site prep. They don't do what we do. What they're doing is like that big pile of dirt you saw. Oh, look at this food truck right here. He's got fish tacos, deep fried hot dogs, cheeseburger, walking taco, fried okra, gyro, Philly cheesesteak, Cuban sandwich. Man, that's what's up right there. Now yesterday, I went across the street to Chicken Lickin' and I got me some barbecued chicken. That was some good stuff. But let's go ahead and take it back to the Savannah area now. Get out of manual, put it back into drive, and let this truck do its thing. Oh, yeah. Chicken Lickin'. I never can remember the name. I just call it Kickin' Lickin' Chicken. And again, we might get into an area that gets kind of poopy with signal. Just hang in there. I'll try to get you guys back. We're going to go ahead and do a trip back to the yard now. And like I said, we'll go down Alligator Alley and let you guys check that out. There are weight limitations, and we talked about that in yesterday's video. I even put a picture up of the sign that shows the different weight limits.
Base to 52.
Yes, sir.
Just to verify, that was 25.
Yes, sir. 25 total loads for the day. Swing low, sweet chariot. Are you done? Can I go back to going live? I got people waiting on me. They pay good money for these tickets. Damn it. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. Oh, I think I said this in one of my videos. If you're wondering why I'm like always wearing the same sweaters, because the Georgia sweaters completely piss off my ex-wife to no end, because she buys these like on clearance for my kids. And when my kids come over, I go shopping and in their bags. And I send them home with my generic Russell shit from Walmart and Target. And ooh, that phone call Sunday night. That's what happens when you divorce me. Anyways, so here we go. Now, I don't know if we got enough trucks to be able to get 25 loads today. That's 5. There's 3 of us. That's 8 trips. Oh, yeah, we can do 8 trips today. I did 3. I got to do 5 more. We can do 8 trips today plus 1 extra. Or you know what? He'll just get 24. He'll get 3 times 8, and he might not get the 25th load. The problem is that could work us out of work tomorrow. You like the mirror here? See the glass, and it's kind of like a mirror, so you can almost see what's in front of me. I'm wondering if I polish this up real good, like literally polish the box and clean this back window real good, if this would act like a mirror and you kind of have like picture in picture, like you can see in front and you can see my smiling, dashing face. I don't know. Signal's probably going to get poopy coming up real soon here, guys. But I'll be back. I'll hit reconnect. I hope that doing these 25 loads today doesn't run us out of work tomorrow. I don't know. Because our big dirt job doesn't, I don't know if that's going to pick back up this week or not. They got limited trucks there right now. They're building a road, so they only have so many of our trucks going to the big dirt job where I put the drone video up a few days ago, this weekend, whatever, of the dirt pit. You know, we take that dirt and we're taking it to other jobs where they're building warehousing. So that dirt's filling in marsh and stuff. Well, they're at a point where they're going to start a new pad. And so we only have like 6 or 7 trucks going there, backing down a road. As they back down, the dozer's making the road. And so they keep extending this road to get to the new pad. So they don't want all the trucks there yet from all the companies and our company. So we got limited trucks going there, which means other jobs are getting plussed up with other trucks. And so it's a little bit hairy right now to make sure that everybody's getting 10 or 11 hours a day. We're getting it, but it's close. If this job doesn't run tomorrow because we bring them 25 loads today instead of 15 today and then go jump on another job, do a little bit and then leave, get 10 or 11 hours like we did yesterday, we could run ourselves out of work today, tomorrow, show up and not have this job to do because they're going to have all the sand on the ground that they needed. They call it rock, but it's crush and run. So, and it's also called Georgia ABC or GABC. I assume that's Georgia ABC. I don't know. But in the industry, it's just called crush and run. And that's what you build roads on. You put the crush and run down and then you go over it with a roller, and that's how you grade it and get it ready for asphalt. Then you put your asphalt on top of that, or your concrete, I guess, whatever. And that crush and run is like concrete when it's all done. Now going forward, I was trying to avoid the sun. Again, we might get poopy with connection for a little bit, and I apologize. But this is the Alligator Alley road. I need to get my boss to make my call sign correct, man. I'm not 52. I am blue 52. I'm gonna have to have a talk with him. Wow, that just got like really dark, didn't it? I think because of the sun, and it's gonna have to adjust. Let me move you this way. Yeah, that got like awfully dark though. My phone could be getting warm too from the sun beating on it. Let me turn the defrost on and get some cool air going that way. My display's getting a little dark. And it might be that the phone's hot from being in the sun, being on the dash. So I'm actually turning the defroster on and gonna have cold air pump up onto the phone. Hopefully the phone won't turn off. The phone will actually turn off if it gets too hot sitting in the sun. So we'll see. Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, it might still be putting the video out good, but my display is dark, real dark, and that usually does that when it gets hot. I know. I remember that from my old phone. Like you put your phone on the window or on the dash of your car, and then you keep driving into the sun all day, and the sun's beating up your phone. It's yeah. That's all right though. We're almost done with this stream. Like I said, I was gonna try to keep it to an hour, right around an hour. But the important thing is I wanted to get you guys over the Talmadge, get you to the job site, but then get you across the Houlihan. And then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but yesterday's video is a lot closer views and stuff, a lot of information. Now, if you look ahead of us, you see that big steamy structure. That is the international paper, and we also have that's like literally the international papers. What's it called? Like the plant where they make paper, and you'll see tree trucks going in there all day long, in and out of there. We also have imperial sugar. So when you get your little sugar packets and stuff like that, and you buy sugar at the store and it's imperial sugar, that comes from right here in Garden City or Port Wentworth. I'm not sure which city this is considered when we get there. But yeah, we got the big sugar refinery here. We got international paper here. We got the port that's moving almost 1 million containers, or what is it, 500,000 containers a month? A month, 500,000 containers. They're rolling. That's Griffin that just went by us. Speed limit drops down, 45. This is the bridge that puts us into Georgia, right here. So we are now in Georgia. If your third axle's down, you better raise it up. Not allowed to run a third axle. You'll see alligators in this water right here all the time. That's why they call it Alligator Alley. Oh, I can't read all that, man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm driving. I can't read that long of a comment. I hope it was a favorable one. Sorry, bud. All right, so coming up right in front of us is the Houlihan Bridge, and that's the drawbridge, and that's the weight limit. And that weight limit says we cannot go over this bridge with 2 axles in the back and 1 in the front, weighing more than 48,000 pounds. That's what the sign says. Now, people tell me they don't enforce it, but that's what the sign says. And I took a picture of that sign and put it in yesterday's video. Now, right here, speed limit's 35. And there's a logging truck behind me that's going to turn into international paper. But this is the James P. Houlihan Memorial Bridge. Another Griffin truck. I think the screen's getting a little bit brighter. 22 thumbs up, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Bumpy ride, sorry. Drawbridge. Nothing I can do about it. And I wish I could grab my phone and show you guys around, like where I can turn my head. Gosh, it'd be awesome if I could put my phone on freaking like helmet cam, because there's so much to show you out here, out the left and right of the doors, like international paper. That's right here. You'll see this green sign, main mill entrance. You know, right here is where a lot of the tree trucks are going to go in and scale in and stuff and come out. I love them logging trucks, man. So much power, 8-inch freaking stacks. So that's right there. That was a Western Star logging truck up my butt, but I'm sorry, dude. I am not getting a ticket. This is DOT Central. Speed limit's 35. I'm doing 36. You can kiss my Rumpelstiltskin. That was a white Peterbilt there, but that wasn't one. That was a SRM Peterbilt. And right here, you can turn, make a right-hand turn right here, and go to the airport. Savannah Hilton Head International Airport is right here. You are literally 5 minutes from it. Well, I tell you what, this 1 hour live stream works out to be like just about exactly 1 hour, because we're like 5 to 10 minutes away from being back at the plant. You almost did a complete trip with me. And like I said, this is trip number 3 of 8. And this whole area that I'm driving through now, I was the boss of this area when I worked for Atlantic Waste. I mean, I knew this area like the back of my hand. Just always running containers. And I tell you, working for Atlantic Waste really helped me with being able to know my way around, but also knowing the roads that have weight limits and stuff like that. For example, coming up here on the right, if you want to go to Parker's, there's a nice big Parker's. You turn right at this light, and you end up right at Highway 21 in Parker's. The problem is, from here to the bridge is a 3-ton weight limit. From the bridge to 21 is no limit. So if you need to, you can come this way from that Parker's, and if you got to service garbage cans at the houses, or if you're Atlantic Waste and you got a roof company redoing a roof, you can go in there with a work order. But if you come down that road and then get to the bridge and then go past that 3-ton truck rule to get to this road as a shortcut from that Parker's to here to go and haul containers, well, that's the police station we just passed. You're not going to get far. And my friend just got a full $100 ticket for, one of them was what's the word I'm looking for? Like disobeying a traffic device. It was, I don't think it's disobeying, but it was, or failure to yield to a traffic device or something like that. Oh, right here is the sugar refinery, and to the left, that's LDC. They got the sugar refinery in there for Imperial Sugar. Like failure to obey a traffic device. I think that's what it is, actually. Failure to obey a traffic device, which means he didn't obey the sign, so that's a ticket. And then a commercial truck on city street, that's the ticket. And that was because he had a heavy truck on a 3-ton limit. That's a city street. Wasn't allowed to do that. So he got a full $100 fine for that, that he has to pay by like the 24th of this month, something like that.
83.
So yeah, so he's screwed. I knew that.
Yeah. We're all screwed.
Hi, Ashley.
Ziggy, did you find your girl?
I knew that from working with Atlantic Waste. And just now, we had a driver saying to me on this last run coming down, he was like,
I'm backing in right now there, boss.
He was like, hey, I need to peel off to 21. I need to use a restroom. And I was like, okay, well, you got Bonnie Bridge Road and you got Grange. Either one of those two will get you to 21. And then if you take Bonnie Bridge, go to 21, make a left, and there's Parker's. If you take Grange, then go up Grange and make a right, and there's Parker's, or make a left, and there's Circle K. And the other driver was like, or you could turn here, which will take you right to Parker's. I said, no, you don't want to do that. That's a 3-ton weight limit. My friend just got a ticket. So it paid to know all that and to go through all these streets hauling dumpsters and stuff to all these different places, because you learn and I learned, and it was nice to be able to tell my coworker just now, hey, you don't want to do that, man. There's a rule for that. Yeah. And now we're at the port. To the left is the port. All to the left for as long as we're riding for the next 5 minutes. It's all port operations, all the cranes, big, huge, giant cranes and stuff that if you go way back in my videos of this channel, when I flew the drone out over the water and buzzed the ships as they were getting unloaded, that's where we are right now. We're on the you know, the road side of it. The water's right there, about, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile, a half a mile right there. And there's all the ships unloading all them containers. Like I said, 500,000 containers a year. It's like, I think October, they said we had like 400 and something thousand containers unloaded from the port in the month of October of 2020. And that is with the pandemic. That's even with the pandemic. And that was with ships sitting offshore that weren't allowed to come to our shore until they were inspected and quarantined and everything was clean. Like lots of ships from Europe and China were sitting offshore all through that pandemic. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of containers didn't even actually make it. Let me show you this area. They didn't actually make it to our land because of the virus. So this is the industrial side of Garden City, where all the 18-wheelers are. You know, this gets really super busy, and then you'll get a train that'll block the tracks and everything. It gets really kind of rough. But I mean, I used to run all around here hauling the containers. And what a help. What a help it was, because I know all these streets really well. But we are literally about 3 minutes from being back to the site. So what I'll do is just go ahead and sign off for now. And if something else comes up today, I will go ahead and live stream it again. Now that I know the mic is working and the mic is better. But we are definitely going to live stream more. I wish that I could set up a schedule, and hopefully I will be able to when work gets more consistent and I know what I'll be doing all the time. And I can say, hey, you know, every Tuesday or every Thursday or every Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to live stream from 1 in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon. That would be awesome. That'd make it a lot easier for you guys. But remember, if you miss my live streams, you always can watch the videos. So if you get a notice that Dan's Vlog Trucking just went live and you're like, crap, I can't watch. When you get to a point that you can, then find the video in my video playlist and you can go back and watch it. And you'll be able to read the comments and everything as they happened in real time. You'll be able to read them. So I appreciate you guys very much. 24 thumbs up. That's a lot of thumbs up in a short amount of time. So I really appreciate it. So I'll be back. All right. Goodbye. Peace out. Yes.